of the corporation as tribal assets.
I'll go ahead.
So they gave them a treaty that said that if the U.S. corporation was to catch a Cherokee, they can't hold them for criminal charges. They have to release them to the Cherokee Nation. Okay, now, do you remember what tribe Noble Drew Ali was the high chief of?
Cherokees.
So when he's exercising treaty rights, he was able to send those grand sheiks that was in good standing to go into the courtroom because you had nothing to do with the debt that they had incurred settling over here on our territory.
Right.
So when whoever it was went behind Noble Drew Ali back, signed some kind of contract with the corporation to do their work inside of the Moorish Science Temple.
Man, it could have been Kirkland. Look, hey man,
look. We don't accuse nobody. The records is there.
Yeah, it's there.
They have the records. So don't say C. Kirkman Bay. Don't say Mealy Yield. Right. Don't say who else was what was the other guy named Gibbons Hill.
Lomax. We know
Lomax Bay. Look, the reason why I'm saying that because a lot of the Moors have taken alliances and chose sides with these different people.
Right.
And none of them might not be the guilty party. But whoever the guilty party is their signature is whose signature is giving them permission to call a Moorish American a U.S. citizen. Noble Drew Ali wouldn't have never did it because he understood the treaties.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said when I heard them the Moorish Canaanite guys talking about, oh yeah, well we U.S. citizens. I say, man, that sounds like totally against what Noble Drew Ali. They saying that Noble Drew Ali taught this. I'm saying, man, it don't line up. That don't line up.
You know what Noble Drew Ali said about these people? He said, don't be flashing your nationality card in their face. Right. Don't be running up on them trying to belittle them. You stay out their business. You keep your wrongdoing out the eyesight of the public, and you let them go about their business, and you stay out their way.
Right.
Sometimes they have to interact in different forms of day-to-day life. And in that case, if something happened that resulted in a criminal charge, a grand sheik's supposed to be able to come in and get you out. It's been usurped. Right. So now the grand sheik going in there to get you out, his ass might get arrested too.
Yeah. And it's all intimidation, and we don't give a damn. We criminals anyway, so we ain't gotta listen to you. We criminals. This is criminal. We commit crimes here, really, technically. So what you saying? We know you talking law, but we criminals. We don't give a damn. A criminal don't give a damn about you talking no law. They gonna lock your behind up anyway.
The only reason why they give us the title of criminal is because all crime is commercial.
That's right.
And as a commercial enterprise, you have to identify the person that you are charging with a crime.
Right.
So you can get paid.
Right. It's all about getting paid. It's nothing personal. It's all business. Pretty much.
The dollar done got a whole bunch of people in the huckabuck, I'm telling you. A lot of good people done got caught up in some nasty stuff about that money.
Yeah, over some money, man. I done seen some. Yeah, you're right. I done seen some people get took out, man. They ain't coming back for a couple dollars. For a couple, not. I know. I'm talking about less than 100, 200-300. He gone. Yeah, hey, two.
All
people.
I know, the last $2. Man, I'm not gonna lose. The last $2.
I ain't gonna lie though. Some people don't play about their money. Mm-hmm. They go.
So you got, if you don't learn certain key principles about money, you will always find yourself falling out with people about money.
Right.
Remember that nigga that owed you $20 and you forgot to go get it?
Yeah.
That nigga had that $20. He ain't gonna ask you for no more money as long as he know he owe you $20.
Right. Let him have the
because
$20.
he already know you don't put good money on top of bad money. And who knows, one day he might come across some lump sum of money and be like, you know what, let me get out this $20 I owe him.
Yeah.
And you might just be so desperate need of $20. My man be like, here, take this $20. Matter of fact, here, take a couple extra for waiting for me.
Yeah. Right.
You can't give people what you can't afford to lose.
Right. That makes a
Right.
lot of
You
sense.
see people dipping their bill money to lend somebody money, that's a no-no.
Right.
That's a no-no. You never go in your bill money to lend somebody money.
That's facts.
Period.
If
you have to go in your bill money to lend them money, you don't have it to lend them.
Right. My big mama used to say it just like you just said it. That's what.
Yeah. My father used to say don't put good money on top of bad money. Oprah the one told me if you can't afford to give it to him, you can't afford to lend it to him.
Right. Hey man, we over time now. Hey y'all, we got 1,500 people on. I think everybody had a little way more than that, but we got 1,500 on now. Hey, everybody, y'all want to show Rod some love? Hit him on the Cash App, man. Everybody send him $1 right now to put him in the game. You want to send him more than that? We'll love that too, man. So we can keep him going and keep him watching on the land, keep him doing his job, man. Because Rod is one of our decoders, and we in the time right now where it's a lot of alchemy. They getting real heavy duty on their alchemy now. I noticed the stuff that they doing with the planes falling, all this shit. So
that ain't even alchemy there. That's just a fucking electronic control system.
Yeah, electronic control systems. We're talking about the black, like the symbolicness, with the Black Hawk hitting the, it's just a hawk, like, symbolicness. They into this creepy shit, man. Like, we got to make it hit this way at this particular time on this particular date, at this particular longitude and latitude, and we got to have this guy standing out there with his finger in his ass right at the right time with the wind blowing to the east. Yeah, they got these motherfuckers go all the way out, man.
But look what you're describing. You describing what's called optimum conditions.
Go ahead.
In order to use the energy harness, you have to activate the energy under controlled conditions.
Mm-hmm.
And now you know the master numbers, you know the stellar alignments, you know that it's required that you on your way out, so you got to create chaos. So you line all that shit up together and then tell them exactly what they need to be doing.
Right. That makes sense.
Crash the helicopter, crash the plane, drive a bus off the bridge, crash a bridge with a barge, all that stuff, and then it's all coded.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hey, y'all, as always, we're going to be back. We love you all. We said peace and love throughout the boundless universe. Free to Master Teacher Dr. Malachi Z. York. Free Larry Hoover. Free Rashard Jamal. Free Chief Angel Malik L. Bay, man. Jeff Fort, man. Hey, man, I just feel like this is the time where the people that got done wrong, like Doc and all them, they finna get that relief. But I already know when they walk out of there, they still gonna say, damn, man, I did that fucking all that time, man. And then finally these motherfuckers finally realized that I got set up.
My only thing, elder, I want all of my elders, the ones that's locked up and that's not, that didn't put in these years of work, to have the opportunities to enjoy what's left of their life.
Right.
They don't got to do nothing else.
Right. That's why I say you ain't gonna be asking no. They finna get Doc out and be asking him 10,000 questions. Man, y'all ain't finna ask Doc shit. Doc gonna sit on the porch, drink his tea, and enjoy his fucking life. He already 80 years old. Think y'all finna question him to the ground when he get out. You know what I'm saying? It's like
you know how Pops is. It depends on how you feel.
Yeah, he one of them. He like to talk like me. He like to talk. So Doc, you get him started, he'll go 10 hours on you. But like I'm saying, you know what I mean though. Doc's 80 years old. They for 10,000 niggas lining up to question them all day and night. That just ain't gonna happen nowadays, man. I'm just saying. We ain't gonna let it happen.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of Nubians, Sabians, Hebrew, more what's it called? Nubian Islamic Hebrew. It's gonna be a whole lot of them gonna have their feelings hurt when pops come home because he ain't fucking with them niggas. Them niggas ain't no good.
Right. It should be enough niggas out here that can answer. It should be enough Wu Sabat niggas out here that can answer most of all the questions anyway.
It's not about answering the questions at this point. They
Right.
have internal loyalties one to another that override their loyalties apart.
Right.
And
Right.
they eating off pops.
That's
But
right.
their loyalty is to their loyalties is to each other because that's who they know. That's who they've been with. Right? Even though they eating off pops, their loyalty is to the person that they've been eating off pops with.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he gonna have a whole new setup when he come home. He not gonna do the same dumb shit.
Man, yeah.
He not gonna repeat none of the mistakes he made before. And a lot of people that he got love for. He not gonna fuck with him, not because he don't got love for him. It's because when they had the opportunity to stand with him, they left.
Right.
Or they stood silent while he was persecuted.
Right.
Right. It's a lot of people that stood silent knowing that it was made up. And there was people in them rooms that seen the plot being hatched. The step-by-step rollout, and they never said nothing.
Yeah.
And then they say they love Pops.
Yeah.
You know, I never been to the land while Pops was out. I went when I came home from prison, and it wasn't the same as it was. But I'm gonna tell you this: you can't keep eating off people and don't give something back out of respect, out of gratitude,
Right.
out of love, because they created a condition which you can build your life without being a slave to the system.
Right.
It's not a whole lot of communities out there that's got their stuff so smooth where you can live in that community and not have to interact as a slave to the system.
Right.
And Bible had the fastest growing one when they stopped it.
Right.
The most longest standing one now is Nation of Islam.
Right.
Right. So when you look at who's doing work, even some of the tribes, they got tribes that's recognized by the government, but they don't do nothing to help nobody. They don't even help their own tribe.
Damn.
Right. All of the ones that's supposed to be the leadership, they living high on the hog, but they not supporting the rest of the tribe.
Man, that's crazy.
It's just like these civil rights niggas took all these checks, marching, getting these $200,000-$300,000 houses in the 70s.
Right. Right.
That mean them mugs be going for a cool meal, 5 to 3 meal right now.
Easy. They over meal right now. They was 300 back then, son. Oh my mama.
And they found that it was a lucrative enterprise to pretend to be a freedom fighter while you make sure the freedom fighter get murdered.
Damn.
Fred Hampton Mark Clark.
Cold piece right there, boy. That's a cold piece.
General George Jackson. Soledad, brother.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to do it. I got I still got that essay that I'm supposed to be doing for you on that. I got it done. I just got to put it out. So I'm gonna drop that too. The breakdown on George Jackson and pretty much the whole late get down on what happened with the with him setting up the guerrilla, the black guerrilla family and all that. Him and the other two guys, they got killed actually in prison. And look, it's a dude, one of the guerrilla family guys got out of jail, and the day he paroled, went and killed the lady that the lawyer that set George Jackson them up. Hey, it ain't funny, but I'm just saying that the dude got out of jail, went and tried to kill the lady. I think she ended up getting shot like a whole bunch of times. She lived, but then died, committed suicide. I don't know. The shit was crazy how the story play out. But you'll hear it in the tape. But that guy, man, them black guerrilla guys ain't nothing to play with, man. That guy paroled. That guy was waiting till he paroled just to go take that lady out that set George Jackson and them up. And he made sure he on the news, called everybody, and just so that he can go back to jail saying that he took out the people that set Georgia.
Look, that go back to an earlier time in the war where we used to get accolades for striking down the enemy and bringing his corpse back to the community.
Well, that's deep.
Right now, if you strike down the enemy and drag that motherfucker corpse back, your whole community calling the police at the same time,
Damn.
and they can know that motherfucker the enemy.
That sure do sound about right, bro. That's cold.
They condition that the system is there for them. They don't. It's hard for them to grasp the idea that the police and the court system belongs to a foreign corporation or foreign country.
And
It
they want
doesn't belong to us. And because they can't grasp that concept, when they see police cars rolling down the street, they don't know that's the same as a Chinese Communist Party police running down the street.
right,
They don't know it's the same thing
right,
because they've been seeing these police for so long, it become normalized.
right,
The police is not supposed to be on the land, and you're not even supposed to see law enforcement till you call for law enforcement.
right,
When you see them and ain't nobody call for them, that's not law enforcement. That's military occupation,
right. You deep,
right?
bro.
That's why they got the flak jackets and the flashlights and the multi-round semi-automatic handguns, the shotgun, the mace, the taser, the nets, the sirens on the cars, and all that bullshit.
Right. That's
Just
deep.
all identifying their military status. But
Yeah.
because we've been so saturated with their presence, we believe it's normal. We believe that people commit crimes at an alarming rate, never knowing that all crime is manufactured.
Right.
Right? They put people in situations, and if they react the way they're supposed to act, sometimes they go into prison. Because
Right.
if a motherfucker walk up and slap you in the face, you're supposed to knock all his teeth out
And kick him in the balls.
and kick him in the balls. But
Simon.
now, if you do that, they call it a provoked assault.
Yeah, but hey, babe. Hey, babe, you got what you asked for. I'm minding my own business. La 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 la. Then some guy holler off, slap me, bow. Oh, now man, see he done turned me on now. See you turned me on. I'm turned on now.
People don't think you
That's
have a
my
right
business.
to mind your own business, though.
Uh,
People tend to believe you don't have a right to mind your own business.
yeah, that's right.
Like
That's right.
even if you go right now and you watch a serial killer drama at the movies, right? Just overhear the conversation. So many people are like, I'd have been called the police on him.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't what I be saying. I be like, I'd have been killed that nigga. That nigga did.
Right.
Right? It's the difference in how you perceive the world when you believe that this foreign military occupation actually belong here and are actually part of our community when they're antagonistic to it.
Right. That's facts.
Right? The tribes can't function like tribes because you got these corporations that set up on tribal territory like the tribe is not there. They there.
Yeah.
GDs, Vice Lords, Peace Stones always been in Chicago before they had the name GDs, Vice Lords, and Peace Stones.
Right.
They the same clans. The only difference is under the modern banner of this wordplay. They don't call them tribes because then you know what's going on. They have to call them another name, so they choose to call them a gang.
Yeah.
G is the 7-letter made, and Ang is the avatar. Put that together. I'm Gorilla Gride, GD Ride, motherfucker. Beating on my chest, pounding on the concrete, making these motherfuckers see me swinging from these lampposts until we all free.
Yeah, it's going down. SikApe at the Northgate, man. When we knock, you got to bump straight. That's all it is, too.
Starting the back Gorilla Rays, fuck with me, I'll rattle your cage.
That gorilla knock. That gorilla knock the door off your head. It sound like this. Blue, 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 blue. Sound like the police knocking out that gorilla knock. Whew. It's like the door about to come out the hinges when a nigga hit that gorilla knock on the door. Niggas like, hold up, man, somebody out there. You gonna know that gorilla not wake you up out your sleep. You know what I'm saying? They could be in a
Yeah.
dead sleep. You know what I'm saying?
That motherfucker going ape shit.
Man, we about to get up out of here, y'all. We gonna be back as always. You know how we do it. Hey, y'all, we love you all throughout the boundless universe to all. Hey, run, tell it like that. We the best there is, man. You know, we love you all, y'all. Hit that like, man. We'll see y'all later. One love, peace.
Yeah, we couldn't see.
What's up?
What's up? What's up? Can y'all hear and see him, or can y'all just hear him? I can hear you, brother. No, I'm trying to see if they hear you, we're gonna go ahead, even if they don't see you. Yeah,
I
they.
didn't even have a question or nothing.
It don't matter. You
Right.
come up, chop it up for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you on screen now.
All right.
Yeah, you on screen. I can see your microphone. All right. So what's going on with you, brother?
Nothing much. I've been listening to you for a while now. It's been like 3 years. I'm in
Yeah,
Virginia.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of that is a lot of what I be talking about in early American history is Virginian history.
Yeah. I be doing some research on it.
Yeah, a lot of the American stuff went down between Pennsylvania, Virginia, and New York got a lot because that was New Amsterdam at one time. They was trying to turn it into Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, I've been doing that genealogy and stuff, and come to find out, we related to like most people related in Virginia related to like Pocahontas, and I know that's not a real name, but
Yeah, Pocahontas is the tribe. The tribe used to use Pocahontas and was a name for girl actors or playful girls that get into stuff, mischievous.
mm,
Yeah, so when they put it on a historical character, it tells me she's an actor. She wasn't real.
mm, yeah. So about the DOE, the Department of Education, what you think about that? It says going down. So what's that mean for like all the
So
schools?
the parents is going to have to reorganize their method by which they educate their children, and they're not going to stop having this 8 hour a day babysitter if somebody don't force it.
Mm,
They get okay. So now they've been sending for the last 15 years or more people to kill babies in the school so that the parent realize that the school is no longer a place to send your child, and people still in droves send their child back to that chaos. I've been telling people they got mass casualty events on the schedule. As they go out, they try to trigger mass casualty events to put people in an apathetic state, which makes them more controllable and easier to manipulate.
mm,
So the Department of Education is tied to the system that we trying to remove. By removing their ability to control our children, it gives us back control of how our children are raised, right? So that was too much power over your child's life for somebody else outside of your community to have in control of their hands. You can be educated into any effed up situation they want to educate you into. All they need to know is your baseline character. And they got a curriculum that suits your baseline character to lead you as far astray as possible. That's why it's called a school. We don't want to send our children to school no more. We
mm.
tired. We don't want the devil educating our babies in hell, teaching them how to be little demons. We tired of it. If you look around, a lot of people were starting with community-based educational programs, and they wanted to control that, so they told them they needed a charter, so they call them charter schools. And they got a different curriculum than what's called public schools. The charter gives them permission to educate their children the way they want to. That's what the charter is permission. It's a permission slip from the ones who wield the power to allow you to be who you are and to raise your children how you see fit. You don't need no permission slip. You need to get rid of the people that's telling you you need to ask them for permission to teach your children how to live a life in this world that we in. Because giving the education to the hands of 2 or 3 wicked people, they're gonna absolutely can educate your child into the condition that serves them and not the children or the community at all. That's why our community is falling apart. None of the educational system is designed for community building and strengthening the unity within the community. It's just not there. So the Department of Education has to go. We had a whistleblower named Charlotte Isertby. She's on YouTube, and she broke down the whole No Child Left Behind and the control measures of the DOE, Department of Education. And it goes all the way back to the Rothschilds telling us why they was establishing the modern forms of education. We want to be educated, draw what's in our DNA. We don't want to be dictated, which tells us to follow the straight line. I'm not coloring in the line. If my artistic expression tells me to break the line, I'm breaking the line. And that's why I'm in the position I'm in now, to see what I can see and try to explain it to everybody so that they can understand how the system has been used to manipulate you from childhood. Yeah, it's a curse. All the hustlers say it's a dirty game, but somebody got to play it.
I don't want to play it at all.
Mm-hmm. You got anything else, or go to the next one?
Yeah, you can go to the next one. I appreciate you, Rob.
All the time, man. Keep your head up.
We definitely
Yep.
will.
All right, Will, we're going to try it again, baby. See what it do. You absolutely right, Kanemi. It's the elemental Q community. They wrote a whole war manual on it.
Yo, I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't see you, but the people might be able to. But I'm gonna look on my other one,
No,
see. But
I see
I
myself.
can definitely hear
I
you.
see myself this time, so they probably can hear me.
Yep, I can see you.
All right, good. But, bruh, first of all, God, I was brought here because I follow Deidre, and she follow you, and y'all be coming in on each other's stuff, and you be adding her, and she be adding you, and I follow that
Oh, you
because
talking
we are,
about Drea?
yeah, we already on the same thing.
Yeah, that's
Drea,
my girl. Drea
yeah,
talk.
Drea.
Yeah.
My bad, Drill. Yeah, she be on some real stuff, and y'all be on some real stuff. So I'm basically here listening to you teach these people about what they should already. I mean, I ain't gonna say already know, but what they need to know, because it's just crazy that we as people don't know what we see. We see what we see, but we question it, and at the point when we question it, then we get a little fidget still of what we need to question. But at
You
this point, right,
know, that's
what
why
you
they
teaching,
hide it in plain sight.
right. So what you teaching, I hear what you're saying, and I hear what you're teaching. So I just want to come on here and say and give you your flowers, basically. Give you
I
your flowers,
appreciate it, brother.
yeah,
I need
for
all
you.
I need all the flowers I can get because I'm trying to build a garden anyway.
Facts, and you building the flowers, and you not taking anything from this government that got people still stuck in the matrix. So you need your flowers. So I definitely came here to give you your flowers, because people around here just they see the light, but they don't even wanna be the light that they are at this point.
Well,
They're afraid to. I ain't gonna say they're afraid, but they questioning what they already know. And I was there at
Well,
one
you
point.
pose the
I was
question
questioning.
what you know in order to see if you're missing anything. That
Well,
ain't nothing wrong with that. You supposed to
that's the
go.
thing I'm saying. So the thing that I'm saying is they questioning what they know, and then they coming to you for basically confirming the saying, okay, I confirm what I see. So once they get that confirmed from you, they gonna go ahead and move and elevate to where they need to go and do what they do. So that's just what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you flowers and say I'm I'm gratefully glad that you doing what you need to do, because ain't nobody on here really doing it what they need to do, moving in their purpose and giving everybody the flowers that they need to give, and you just giving everybody their flowers, bro. So I got to give your flowers back.
I
Especially
appreciate
yeah, man. Like
it.
I ain't got no questions to ask. I'm here to listen. I'm here to learn more than I need to learn, because I know there's more that's needed to be learned on my end. Like you way older than me, obviously. Like I got one gray hair. You got gray hairs all over. Like you got wisdom all over you, and I'm just learning more than what I need to know. So basically, I'm just here to give you your flowers, man. Because
Yeah, I appreciate
it's
it. I
just more
appreciate it.
than people don't. Sometimes people don't really appreciate it, but I'm gonna appreciate that. I'm gonna appreciate you
Well,
and Deidre and all the people that's really out here shining that light.
for sure.
Yeah, ain't too many people out here that's doing that. So I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for letting me on here, though. I'm still finna stay on here, but go ahead and teach the people.
All right. I appreciate it, brother. I'm going to take the next one up now. Shonda. That kind of stuff make a brother feel good because people throw dirt at you so much. I don't know. Campaign strong. Look,
Crazy. He a crazy white boy. He be having like he
yeah, but
spread shit in his bra.
he didn't put his money where his mouth at, so I can't say nothing about him till I catch him wrong. Then I can dig into his cheeks. I
Yeah, I
can't
like
dig into him right now because he got too many receipts where he did stuff to help us, in
he
that
one of them
industry.
he one of them ones though. Rick Rubin one of them ones. He one of them like them peacetime white boys, like from way like remember when they had that 70s movement, the hippie movement where it was like
Mhm.
all love, man, it's peace, man. Why you tripping, man? He like one of those type of guys. That's how Rick Rubin.
Stoners. They call
Man,
them stoners.
yeah, hit this bong, man, and be cool, man. You gotta chill, man. Embrace the universal love and everything, man. He one of those type of guys. That's how Ruben is. And then he's a producer, man. Like I used to study. I'm a producer, so I used to study Rick Rubin and his how he produced for LL Cool J, Jay Z, pretty much the whole
Run
Def Jam.
DMC.
Yeah, Run DMC back
He
then.
did some of his best work with Run
Yeah,
DMC.
that's right. That's
He was
right.
a youngster then.
Yeah, yeah. I think he produced that woke up dun dun that woke up quick just about noon. Just thought I just had to be in company soon. I think he
I don't
produced
I
that
don't know. I never heard that before.
the cruising down the street.
Cruising down the street, my
My
six
six
fuck.
foot. Dun dun doo, doo, doo,
They
doo.
could have borrowed it from him. For as
Yeah,
far as I know, that's a
that's
Dr.
his
Dre beat.
style. That's his style. That's he on that. He the one that made that transition, like that helped DMC cross over to the rock and roll transition with the hip hop mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
And
Aeros walked
boys,
his way with Aerosmith, put them over the top with the rock audience.
I'm telling you, man, made them boys trillionaires when he made them put that when they pushed it when they got with Kid Rock and all that. Oh yeah, them boy went to a whole other time zone when they talk about
And
getting
look,
money.
sometimes Kid Rock be doing some stuff that looks so racist.
Yeah,
But I seen Kid Rock when he was a teenager.
right, right.
And he used to have niggas with him.
Yep,
And he used to have niggas bullying him too. That's what made him start hanging with brothers.
yep.
That's how he got in the rap scene.
Wow. I didn't
He
know
was
that.
a DJ. He started off as a DJ.
Huh.
He let people believe that racist shit, but he ain't really with that shit.
Somebody said, what did Queen Latifah go to like be, because we know her as this sister, this African centristic sister, you know, Black Power type sister, and then she go on the Rainbow Project type thing because they did the In Living
If you
Color.
didn't know
Yeah,
if you didn't know she liked women when she first came out, then you behind the curve.
right. I mean, yeah, you can say that. Go ahead and say it then, bro. Go ahead and
Look,
say it.
we not mad about people's preference. We mad about people pushing preferences on children.
That's right, bro. Speak on it.
I don't care what you do in your bedroom,
Go ahead.
but you just don't be taking toddlers in there with you while you doing it.
That's right. Talk to him, bro.
Right? We don't care about what grown folks do between themselves. And then now they got the audacity that if somebody grown, they still calling people pedophiles now. If it's an age gap, that's wrong.
Right.
They either old enough to fuck or they ain't.
Right.
If they old enough to give it up according to the legal standard that we got across the land, then this is just their choice at that point.
Right.
Stay out of other folks' business.
Right. Mind your own damn business. That part. Yeah, I'm with that too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you grown, that's your business. That's your business. Just don't be messing with the kids.
5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old is not mentally competent enough to tell you they're the other gender.
Yeah, right.
At that age, the only reason why they even having a gender conversation is because some twisted minded adult start telling them about gender and sex. Kids are not interested in adult energy things unless an adult present it to them.
Right.
People need to be offended when somebody else tell your child some freaky shit like it's normal. You ain't even supposed to tell babies 5, 6, 7 years old about regular sex, let alone some, oh, you look like you wanted to be a girl in your past life. Let me dress you up and put this dress on you. No.
Yeah.
No, don't ruin that baby.
I noticed that's another thing about secret societies. That gives me another question, Rod. It seemed like to me when I study the scriptures and everywhere where it says this is the abomination. They say, like in Deuteronomy, it says this is the abomination for a man to put on a woman's clothes, like for a man to put on a dress and high heels, right? It seemed like to me in like the Baphomet and a few other secret societies, you gotta perform those rituals just to be a part of it. You gotta put on a dress. It's like Will Smith, all of them, Martin Lawrence, they all had to put on. That's abomination. They had to do an abomination. Speaking of abomination, right? Obama passed
It's a
all the law.
humiliation. It's a humiliation ritual. It's
Go
the
ahead.
passport at $100 million or
Go
$40
ahead.
million, whatever the passport is.
Right.
You either put this dress on, get fucked in the ass, or get shot in the ass. It's your choice.
Yeah. I guess Denzel went with the bullet in the butt. Denzel went with the bullet. Hey, I might have took the bullet too, though, Denzel. I don't think you touch it. Hey, man, you can shoot me. Hey, man. Hey, man, for real. In training day, they shot him for
Yeah.
real in his ass. Everybody know
So,
that.
what's the purpose of a humiliation ritual?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Break that down.
The humiliation ritual is to take a part of a person from them
Right.
in exchange for a benefit.
Hmm.
You take a piece of innocence from a person, and that piece of innocence you took from them is going to pay off for you, and then you got to pay them.
Hmm.
That's what they call selling your soul, being humiliated. And some people in good kind, like for instance, Flip Wilson dressed up like Geraldine for years,
Mm-hmm.
right? And um, it wouldn't have been a humiliation ritual to make him put on the dress in the movie because he's not perceived as being above reproach in regards to confusing the genders,
Right.
right? But somebody like red fox. They put him in one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That's humiliating to him.
It is.
He's a man's man. He don't want to be looked at no kind of ways feminine, but we gonna make him wear a dress in the name of comedy.
Right.
Right. You thinking that they laughing with you and they laughing at you. He know what's going on. That's why he ain't want to do it. It's the same with all the other ones that protested, like Cat Williams. He don't want to do it.
Right.
He's not finna let them humiliate him. And that shows you the level of regard that he hold himself.
Right. Right.
Right. A lot of people don't hold themselves in high enough regard to know that it's certain things that you can't put a price on. If everything you have has a price, you have very little value as a person.
Right. Right. They want you to perform these rituals. And then once you get to a certain point, he wants you to give up some blood, sacrifice somebody.
Blood sacrifice is a whole different thing.
Okay.
When they start taking blood sacrifices for people, that means that they already got that person. Now we got what we want from you. You got to give us something else. Right. But most of the sacrifices that we be thinking, these people, oh, Kanye sacrificed his mama. Sometimes they just take them. They'll just take them. They take who they want. Because they already got your ass. Now they trying to take what you love the most from you. That's why they shot Ennis Cosby. They want to take what you love, the people you love, out of your life in order to make you miserable as possible. Everybody that they're accusing of sacrificing somebody, they probably didn't necessarily sacrifice, but somebody probably sacrificed them on their behalf. It's like when you and your homeboy go sign a record deal, they really want you, right? But in order to put your homeboy on, you sign y'all together. But your homeboy, he want to be the artist, the solo artist, and he want to break free and go solo, right? He can let you get took out the box. And guess who still got the contract?
He do. Same thing that happened to Takeoff, like somebody said in the comments with the Migos.
Yeah.
Quavo goes solo, Offset goes solo. Rather to me, Takeoff was really one of the best rappers out of the group. You know. But that's another thing, because we're still talking about secret societies, sacrificing, because they've been doing all of this stuff for a long time. It seemed like,
but a lot of it don't happen like people think it happens.
Go ahead.
When you can control energy, you don't have to always do the sacrifice the way people think. Right? They do more stuff in those lodges than they actually do to people. But the work that they do in the lodge, it creates an energy that causes a problem for some people.
Right.
And in the midst of that problem, you might not survive it.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So a lot of things that's going on right now, like being what they showed us in the what they showed us into the Super Bowl rituals, and with how they said that pretty much what they decode is saying that it's about to be hard times in America, and that
there's already hard times in this motherfucker. The fuck about to be. Look, we the only people in the world, the ones over here on this line. I don't care what your skin color is, think that we got it so good and it's so much better in so many other places around the world because of less government involvement in people's day-to-day lives. Over here, they one step from micromanaging our ass, telling us when to wake up and when to go to sleep. Right? It can't get no more messed up than it is.
Damn.
You got people fighting each other because they lighter or darker than each other.
Damn.
You don't know who in your ancestral line. It's too much creeping go on in the human family. Motherfuckers slide out with the neighbor, the lady in the penthouse, whatever the case may be. It's a whole lot of creeping going on. You can't be sure if you've been in America over 100 years in your bloodline. You can't be sure that you ain't got some cut on you somewhere.
Hey, somebody asked, it says, do you have to do opposite magic to combat their rituals?
Sometimes you can't do nothing to combat them because of the amount of power that they're using. You can only offset it by trying to walk a righteous path. And you still gonna have energy upset because of their work. But a lot of times we have what's called defensive magic.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive magic is used, and then you got protection magic. So defensive magic is fighting fire with fire.
Uh-huh.
Protection magic is putting up a force field to block their attack so you don't have to fight them.
Uh-huh.
And that's the difference in the two.
Hey, somebody said, how do the more Zionist Jews or the Black Hand keep the pale face in check after all these years due to that dirty work, doing their dirty work?
Because they know who's in charge and they know where they at, and they go have meetings with them, and they threaten. They use threats of violence on your whole fucking. They'll erase your bloodline. Yeah, erase your whole bloodline. They'll blow a city up just to get rid of one family. They don't. They know who they're dealing with. They have no conscience. They have no, especially when it comes to warfare. That's why the Roman maxim, all is fair, love, and war. No matter if you fall in love with your best friend's wife, you better holler at her. That's fair because you fell in love. Nigga, you better get her ass in there and sit down somewhere and get out of my motherfucking face. I don't want his woman, I want mine. But you got them, they don't care. It's all fair. All that shit fair. Killing babies, raping babies, it's all fair to them. It's not fair to us.
Damn.
This is you don't understand the wickedness of your enemy. That's why you won't never mount up an accurate defense against his wickedry. Because what he's willing to do, you're not willing to do. And he'd just be willing to do it just for fun, where you wouldn't be willing to do it sometime to save another person's life. Because it's too repugnant to who you are. This is how we know us from them. We do a whole lot of dirt, we start having nightmares. They do a whole lot of dirt, they sleep better.
Somebody asked, they said Larry Hoover's out of jail. You heard anything about that, Rod?
I listened to a guy who writes what's called paradoxical literature, and he did a paradoxical release based on Kanye West, but I haven't heard anything on the official channels. But it wouldn't surprise me if he was.
It can mean one thing: Doc for to get out too.
They all they got to get out.
Yeah, they got to let him out.
It's just we got to. So what you seeing? Since we're gonna get into it now, let me roll my sleeves up a little bit.
Yeah, I think this is the time.
Give y'all some insight.
All the chiefs get out.
Okay, remember, the Republic is responsible for liquidating the corporation. In order to liquidate an asset or a set of assets, you have to inventory the assets. You have to know where everything that's been used was used at. You have to know what's remaining in the coffers that's usable. The only way to do that is a series of audits of every aspect of the corporation. Everybody worrying about Elon Musk gonna take their data and use it against them. Elon Musk don't give a damn about your data. He just want to be involved in something that can raise his family's South African history off of his
Peace, G.
conscience.
What's up, big dog?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Let's get it in. What's on your mind?
Man, I said, man, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, my brother. Man, you know how long I've been watching you, man?
I see you pop up every now and then.
Yes, sir, man. Man, I love what you're doing. That I don't think I want to say keep doing what you're doing. I see what they're trying to do with your little lives and stuff. They don't like the energy what you got going, man.
They can't stop it.
They can't stop it though, but we still on the ride, baby.
Yep. We on the rise.
I'm gonna keep watching you. You and your elder, y'all keep on dropping that.
For sure, man. We look. As long as everybody bumps straight, we'll be good. And
Yes,
some of the people that's bumping straight got to walk off a cliff. That's because that's the only way they can bump straight.
Most definitely. And I'm kind of on that too, man. I've been having to walk away from some of my little family members and everything, cause I know what I got going on. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm down here from Georgia, man.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, I'm down here from the woods, the little Kitty-War.
You got any questions?
Huh?
You got any questions?
I got a lot of them, man, but you know I ain't even gonna get into that tonight. Hey, I don't mind
Well,
too personal.
I'm here to get into some shit.
You had to get into some shit.
Else I wouldn't be here.
Okay.
I can't worry about getting in trouble. I was born in trouble. I was in trouble when I got here.
So my question to you, like, as far as like us getting together what we need together, how do us, like, I'm kind of stuck in between the bridge, you feel me? Like I connect with the younger, I'm more connected with older, you see what I'm saying? So how do I need to go about, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, get
You're
right.
you're the translator. Your
I'm
job
trying.
is to get the wisdom
It's like
from the
ain't
old.
nobody hearing me though.
If you the bridge between the two, that you supposed to listen to the old folks and talk to the young folks.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
But
like
it's
the
kind
stuff that I be saying, I didn't think the young.
It's kind of hard around my area.
It's
Like it's hard
supposed to
around
be.
here.
The obstacle is the way. It's supposed to be hard. Believe me, I done had it hard. It's been hard.
Yeah.
Me being on social media for me is hard, but I'm here.
I know it. I need some good books I can read, man. Like I'm trying to get into reading. I'm really
What you trying to do?
trying to relearn everything, you know. Like I don't want, like, I'm getting away from everything I was taught. Like even with my kids, I'm trying to do different things. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what you trying to get into as a profession?
I'm a professional welder. That's what I do. I'm a welder.
Okay, what you trying to do for community wise? You
I
gonna be
want
a leader? You gonna be an entrepreneur? I'm trying to figure out what kind of books you're looking for.
I want to be heard, and I also
Okay, so
want to be an
study
entrepreneur.
communications.
Okay.
You know how to work a room. Some of the ones one called "How to Work a Room," 1,000 and something. Just another book, 1,001 conversation pieces. I think it was called. But study communications, how to talk to people, how to work a room like a politician, um, understanding neuro-linguistic programming, understanding that you in the middle of ages. So the ones older you don't speak the same language as the ones younger than you, and you always gonna be a median. And
Yes.
the ones younger than us that listen to us is gonna translate it for the ones that's coming after them. Right?
Yeah.
That's where the idea of a step down educational method came from, where the new children sit in the back of the class, but the ones been in the class the longest is in the front.
Yeah.
And the side effect of that is a lot of time, by the time the kids that was in the back get midway up, they know everything the kids in the front know because they've been
Yeah.
passing the information back to them.
True.
Yeah.
And I got one more other question, like, for as like, I ain't gonna say like, it's like I want to be like on a positive energy, and I try to stay on a positive energy, like, but I'm steady, like, it's so much stuff trying to keep me from being positive, and you know what I'm saying? But I don't let it keep me from being positive, like, you know.
Look, even when you go negative, use your negative for the greatest good.
Yeah.
In other words,
That part.
in other words, if you find yourself having to fuck somebody up, make sure you right first.
Yeah.
You know, question yourself about, am I right? Am I wrong? Am I about to go upside this head because I just feel this way, or am I in the right and I should go upside his head because he about to go upside mine if I don't? You know,
Yeah.
you gotta make sure you right and do what you gotta do. Sometimes you don't have to. When you realize that you're wrong, sometimes that's where you learn your greatest lesson. There, because now you realize that by you checking to see if you're right, you found out you was wrong. Now you have to adjust your behavior. That's a building block.
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with pushing nobody's snot box back. I'll punch a motherfucker in the nose in a minute, but
Right.
I gotta be right. Because if I'm
Yeah. See,
if
I'm like that too, but you know, I've been trying to do right. You see what I'm saying?
just remember, every time when you do right, if you don't have an opposition in the form of a wrong trying to be done to you, you will never know you doing right.
Yeah.
You got to have an opposing force, and that's how you can navigate this world. You're going to have push, pull, push, pull. When you try to do wrong, somebody's going to try to steer you back right. Are you going to be mentally astute enough to bump back straight? When you find yourself getting too far to the right, somebody gonna come and try to agitate you for you to bump left so you can get back straight.
Yeah.
You know, so it's always gonna be that dynamic push pull. Um, you're gonna try to do what's good. Somebody gonna try to find every reason they can to tear you down and to prove to the world that you ain't ready. And then when you get done overcoming all that, guess what the proof in the pudding say? Got to be ready because they tried to tear him down and he's still here fighting.
Yeah.
But the self-discipline, when
It's
you
funny.
worrying about going off the rails, your self-discipline, you don't have to act on everything you feel.
It's
But
funny you
you
say that
gotta
because
ask
I've been
yourself
moving.
about everything you feel.
Yeah.
You know, and that self-discipline is important.
Yes, sir. You just gave my confirmation. Appreciate it.
For sure, for sure.
I ain't gonna
All right,
hold
I'm
up,
gonna
brother.
take a couple more callers and
Yeah,
then I'm gonna wrap it up.
I was just finna say I'm gonna let you get a couple more callers, man. I appreciate you. I love you, bro.
All right, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Peace, love, and light.
Yep.
One.
Question you. I just wanted you to go ahead and tell the people about their power. What you was just speaking on, basically, a bunch of people don't even get it like that. But I just want you to speak on your power that you know for yourself. Because what you speaking on already, and what you telling people to do for themselves is just already sharp. Like that's the only thing people need to know at this point is how to take their power back over, how to get going. I'm already on that level right now. I'm on that frequency right now, and I'm glad that I'm connecting with people that's already on that frequency. But when you get on that frequency, I'm gonna ask you this: when you get on that frequency, what keeps you going on that frequency than the people that you've been talking about that's trying to dim you down, dim your light?
They can't change who I am. I'm the only one can change me.
Right.
The world has tried in many different ways. They locked me up. They done attacked me. They done shot at me, threw bricks at me. They done came at me with sticks and clubs. That shit don't move me.
Mm-hmm.
They can't kill what's inside because what's inside is eternal. They can F the body up all kind of ways, but what's inside is eternal,
Right.
right? Thug
Right.
niggas eternal.
Right.
We come in, we assess the situation, we adjust for the consequences. So when we get bumped, we can take the impact. Once we can take the impact, bring it on, let's play. This football game, okay. Yep, I'll run the ball straight
Right.
up the middle. I'll run over everybody on the line because that's the job I was given and they can't stop me. Call me Barry Sanders.
Right.
Call me Billy Sims.
Right.
Coming through like Franco. I got one on my back, one on each leg, and I'm still running the touchdown.
Exactly.
Jim Brown, I got one around my waist, one on each leg, one on each arm, trying to strip the ball out my hand. And I got a whole trail of them behind me, and I'm still breaking records, smashing through the end zone.
Exactly. I just wanted you to point that out because we go through a lot as the chosen ones, as the one that got the light, and then it's people that pull on you and try to dim your light, and then you feel like you got to step back yourself. You ain't got to step back shit. I ain't mean to say that, Facebook. Educational purposes only, but you got to set back for nothing. You just got to keep moving. Keep, like you said, you Barry Sanders. Keep moving and keep going forward. Like,
When you
go
beat
ahead.
the opposition, you Bo Jackson and run harder.
Exactly.
That's
I
it.
just wanted my peoples to get to know that though, because my people seem like they gotta keep helping people that ain't even for them,
Well,
that people that ain't even serving them,
you
people that
can't
ain't
help
even on their life.
nobody till you help yourself first. And if you helping
Yeah,
somebody before you help you misusing yourself.
right. You giving too much energy to them people. That, first of all, they're gonna take your energy. They're
You're
gonna
gonna
take
remain,
everything
you're
that
gonna
you
stay
giving to
depleted.
them.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they gonna move from you. They're gonna act like they don't even know you. So that's why I had to come on here and ask you that because I know you was gonna get a light to the people. They
And
already light, but you finna brighten their light
somebody
even
somebody wanna
brighter.
know if you're from Mississippi too.
I'm from Nah, I ain't from Mississippi. I'm from I'm from I'm from Florida. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Y'all, it's crowded down here right now. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Mississippi got so much power over Florida right now. Mississippi, if you from Mississippi right now, you need to tap into who you really are, because Mississippi got so much power right now. Y'all just not tapping into y'all power right now. Y'all need to tap into y'all power right now and see what's really going on. See who y'all really are for yourselves. People in Florida right now, really don't know who they is right now. But I'm from Florida and I know who I am. I know my worth. I know my powers.
I'm
And
gonna tell you
I'm not
this.
even I'm not even trying to get everybody to see who they is. Because if you don't gravitate to my frequency, you don't gravitate to my frequency. Well, if you do, you're gonna gravitate and you're gonna move and you're gonna combat it. But I had to come on here and I had to ask you that question because there's a lot of people on here that's rising up. I'm not even gonna say waking up. That's rising up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Wondering why they rising up. You rising up because you know how powerful you is, but you really don't know how powerful you is. But when you tap into how powerful you are, you can go